Watch by Cunningham. Pass to Simpson. And he makes it. He's got 10.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Now here's Cunningham. Six to shoot. Now it's Hart. The shot. The shot, no good. And so it's Dallas now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. To the paint. Blocked! And for Dallas, they've got Cunningham, and it's Washington in at the shooting guard. Over to the wing. It's hauled in by Simpson. Simpson's got his fourth rebound in this one. It's Thomas on the wing. Inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Leaf. This one for three. That one won't go. That's his 8th miss out of 15 shots. Here's Simpson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
One minute in now in the fourth quarter. Detroit trails by 17. He's guarded by Washington. They set the screen to the inside. And a two-handed jam!
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Brad. Pass to Simpson. From outside the arc. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
To the paint. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Washington. And the layup is good off the glass. Washington's got 9 points now in the second half.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
It's stolen by Washington. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And Washington powers it through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Down low.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
First team foul.
Here's Outlaw. To the middle. Here's Leaf. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leaf's got 21 points in the game.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And Dallas calls time here. Now here's Cunningham. Defense right on him. Comes up empty down low. Detroit trails by 18. Here's Outlaw. To the wing on the left. Thomas defends. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Here's Simpson. And the finish on the break with the slam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Pass to Outlaw. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Jams it in off a great move.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Cunningham, right side. No luck on that one. Detroit trails by 20. No one near him. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Well, creating offense for others, challenging the heart of the defense, get into the teeth, and then spot the open shooter.
Pass to Simpson. That one doesn't drop.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Inside, here's Outlaw. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Washington outside. And Washington powers it through.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Leaf. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 18. Washington drives in. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Leaf. To the middle.
Dallas foul.
Simpson, he's checked in for Detroit.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for Detroit, number 25, Miles Simpson.
Here's Leaf. Puts up a deep 3. And again, no good by Detroit. Dallas has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Oh, swiped away. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Simpson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Detroit trails by 20. He's guarded by Washington for 3. Simpson, no good. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And it's Thomas off the drive. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good for Thomas. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Detroit calls timeout.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
A chance to check out our player of the game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. And it's Detroit with the ball. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into two? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
Banks it home. Big shot.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Washington. A minute 53 left in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket is good. And Dallas leads by 20.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
Detroit foul. Leaf. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Watch him.
And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well. You have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Clock at 6. Fires away from outside. Not that time. Here's Simpson. He's covered by Hart. 40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Hart with a rebound.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Good. And Dallas leads by 20.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Simpson. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to present our player of the game.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Toronto. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for, because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. He's guarded by Russell, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Toronto with the ball. It's a three-point game. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I spoke to the head coach for Chicago. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
First team foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls. Richard, the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
And so Russell hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
He's guarded by Russell. And it's sent back by Russell.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And Anderson kicks to Russell. Left side, Davis. Shot clock at 5. One-on-one fast break. Up and in on the layup.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Outside, Scott. Now, here is Russell. He's covered closely, and the shot is good.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
To the paint, here's Melo, and Melo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Scott. Toronto grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Davis finds Scott. Back to Davis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Here's Russell after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago Monsters.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
So for Chicago, their last game, a win against Los Angeles.
Toronto foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's Anderson atop the key. The kick out to Scott. Six to shoot.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
Pass to Melo. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Now we'll look at the stats for him.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Chicago trails by 5. Outside Russell. Davis setting the pick for Russell. Pass to Davis. Back to Russell. Barnes grabs the miss.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now, here is Russell. Difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. And stolen by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Melo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second team foul.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
All free throws good for Melo. Chicago trails by 9. Outside, Scott. Right wing. Anderson right side. And they pick up 2.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Toronto leading by 7. Driving to the basket. They recover it.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Clock at 6.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Chicago trails by 9. Outside, Scott. Pass to Campbell. Scott inside, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
No clues. Oh, he got that one to fall.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Toronto.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Toronto leading by 6. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back over to you. Playing
with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Campbell. That one doesn't go.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Toronto, leading by 5. Inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Chicago calls timeout. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
A look here at the stats for Scott. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Toronto leading by 7. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. .127 left here in the opening quarter. Into the lane, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. And Toronto making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Toronto leading by 8. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Takes it inside. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here's Scott. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Fires from the wing, and he nails the jumper. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And Davis sends it big. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
He's guarded by Russell. Melo. Over to the left wing. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Down low and stolen by Barnes. Fast break, Toronto. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Here's Russell. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Anderson outside. Lays it up off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Melo. To the middle. He's guarded by Russell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Left side, Anderson. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The three-pointer. And Toronto leads by 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Anderson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Chicago calls timeout. Take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
To the inside, and stolen by Russell. Shot from 12, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And Davis pulls it down.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Barnes. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
He's got 14.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And here's Anderson. Outside Russell from downtown. Here's Davis. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. Toronto working the ball around now. He's guarded by Davis. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Anderson.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Anderson. Davis sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Anderson.
At point-blank range, oh yeah, you're not missing from there.
Chicago grabs the miss. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Toronto calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Substitution on the court.
Out to the wing. Shoots it up. The rebound by Anderson.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
So it's Toronto now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Scott. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And it's denied. With the drive, Mello. Good D by Anderson.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
A moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's around 6 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Free throw good, Russell. And so Russell hits them both. Toronto leading by 7. Pass to Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat, and Campbell throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
From deep, Chicago grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Russell with a wide-open look. The second effort. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Campbell.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Toronto calls timeout. Davis is checked in for Chicago. Toronto leading by 5. Pass to Melo from deep three-point land, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Russell passes to Scott. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Now Melo. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. And can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Toronto shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Chicago trails by 5. Outside, Russell. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
1:14 left to play here in the half. Here's Melo. Launches from deep. The shot missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up. He's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Knocks down the 3 ball. Melo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 10, 4 on the shot clock. From past the arc. No good on that one. Toronto leading by 4. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Toronto shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. terrific, 79% as a team.
Two.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Toronto ahead. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the final half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And measuring up the shot. Oh, so one more time, a round of applause.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit for Chicago. Could come down to the last shot. Let me ask, when you guys were playing, which teammate of yours was the best clutch scorer?
Well, I had a few. Kobe, Big Shot Bob, Derek Fisher, but my favorite is Ernie Bartholomew Johnson.
Ooh. Ernie, that's a big shot maker. But I'm going to go with Big Shot Bob, too.
Yeah.
Because we both played with him.
Yes, you did, and nice to see you agreeing on something for a change.
He came in on a mission. He's destroying people, even when they run 2 at him.
They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still be knocking it down.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago trails by 5. And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. While it took some time for him to completely recover from this injury, there is a chance that he could play on it. So we'll be monitoring him closely. Back to you.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
They've got Anderson. Russell is out there with Scott. And there's Davis. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Anderson to the paint. Here's Russell. And the shot goes down. Russell's got 12 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
From the arc, in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Chicago trails by 4. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. It's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight